Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying your day today. Weather seems to be improving a little bit here on the property, so I thought I'd take advantage today. I got some mulch I piled up from last year, and that new multi-lander trailer I bought a few weeks ago from Woodland Mills, that's all assembled. So I thought today I'd put it to its virgin journey. We'll fill it up with some of that mulch pile right there. And I have to get it to the other side of the property, so hopefully the ground's hardening up a little bit. I can get the tractor on it. We'll do a dry run first. It's kind of frustrating. You get the weather, it's just starting to become nice. You can get outside, and then you got to worry about your property here on because our property's all clay, so I have to wait for it to dry up a little bit so I can start working on it. But yeah, it's frustrating. You got so much you want to get done, but now you got to wait for the grounds to harden up. But hey, the joys of living in the country on clay soil. So let's get the tractor fired up. Let's get the trailer hooked up. And let me turn this camera around. It's pretty bad when you got chickadees that kind of fly over, land on your hat, telling you that they're out of seeds. So before I get doing anything, look at this. They're all over me here. I'll get them taken care of, and then we'll get back to the chores around the property. This is unbelievable. They're landing on top of my camera. Too bad you can't see it. Look at you. I'll get some seeds in a second here. So that's the, people ask me the tractor I have. It's a John Deere 4066R. Great tractor, 66 horsepower, plenty of power for what I need around here. And there's the new, brand new, shiny Woodland Mills multi-lander trailer. Put this to good use today. Looking forward to see how it works out. All right, well, let's see how the soil's holding up. See if it's firmed up for me. Do you ever notice when you go to put down landscape cloth, there's no wind when you bring the roll out. The minute you put it on the grass, the wind picks up. Now the rain starts. But hey, that little trailer, it's like having my little miniature dump truck on the property. That worked out well. Happy with that. That saves me a lot of time going back and forth with a wheelbarrow. So yeah, I can see a lot of use this summer with that trailer. That's the maiden voyage. So now we can get it all scratched up and make it look like a real trailer. But for now, we'll get this mulch put around. We're going to go up and down between these paths here. Save me from cutting the grass in the summertime and spraying all the cutoffs into the garden, and save the wife from coming out yelling at me from spraying the grass clippings in there. So that's a win-win. And then once I get the electric fence around the blueberry bushes there, we'll get that all fixed up. So yeah, just a great day to be spent outside, whether it's raining, windy. Just improvise, adapt, and overcome. Got to have fun out here. You know, they say when you retire, you got to stay active. Well, I think this whole new garden adventure, this new garden hobby is going to be an answer to the prayers all summer long. You know, if I'm not out in the mill cutting some lumber up, I can be out here in the garden, being outdoors, staying active, keeping busy. That's what it's all about. I'm looking forward to this Saturday. I've been invited down to a health and wellness symposium that's being put on by the Nova Scotia Firefighters Association. They've asked me to come down and be a keynote speaker on the importance of self-care. It's what I really spent a lot of time with our police department, with the recruits, talking to them about while they're on the job of really taking care of themselves mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and always having a goal in mind while they're working, not just to focus on their job all the time, but to focus on themselves as a person. So that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to going down this weekend, meeting a bunch of first responders and meeting a group of guys and girls and talking to them and see what their stories are. And share the message of keeping active, staying busy. I know there are some first responders that are fairly new to the job, and there are some that are quite experienced, and some are getting ready to retire, and I'm sure there's going to be a few retirees down there as well. So the message is the same, or whether you're in first responders, makes no difference. Everybody has to have that mindset of taking care of themselves first, above and beyond anything else. Because if you don't, things can fall apart real quickly. So that's the message I'll be sending to all these people about self-care. Taking care of number one, the important person in their life. Because we all took that oath. I took the oath way back in 1981. It talks about protecting people, property. But the oath never stipulates, take care of yourself as well. I think that needs to change. And I think with all these new critical incident stress teams that are forming with all the agencies out there, I think it's fabulous. Taking care of their members the minute something major happens. And I was blessed to work for a police department that they had a policy in place that the minute a call came in that was of a severe nature, crib death, sudden death involving the young infants, domestic violence with a very abusive, violent outcome, fatal accidents, things like that. Our team was called out, and before you even had a chance to go home and get in your car, somebody from the critical incident stress management team was there to talk to you before you even went home. So kudos. That was to York Regional Police. And I know there's other agencies out there now that are doing the same thing, but I believe our department was one of the first, I believe, in Canada to have a policy in place. I could be wrong, but that's something of my memory saying that that's what happened. So here I am, retired, and just enjoying life, taking care of myself, staying active, as you can see, staying busy, and enjoying the great outdoors. So now that I have my fabric cloth down, the wind has completely disappeared. The rain has stopped, and the job is almost finished. So yeah, enjoying life, enjoying the great outdoors.